and Hurricane. Firstly, not a legend. Secondly, figure looks a lot better than I was expecting. So it's kind of cool. I don't think I'll be getting it, but it's there for you. Anything to add on that, James?
He's not a legend.
No, not a legend. Thank you. Now, also what's online is I'm in a couple of other collectors groups. Yes, they do exist. I know we're the best, but there's other ones too. And there's one group who over the whole summer have been making Skeletor memes the whole time. And I just saw this one at Christmas time, and it made me really laugh. So I want to show you. It said, if you're sad about being alone for the holidays, just remember nobody loves you the rest of the year either. With a picture of Skeletor.
That's great.
I do like a good funny like that. Now, what's online for me? I'll go first because yours are better than mine. I found it hard this week to try and keep on a topic, but I found this very limited edition Wrestlemania box set, 20 DVD box set for $450. I have this box set. If anyone wants to pay me $450, I'm happy to sell it to you because everything is on the network for the same price. There is something nice about actually having the DVDs.
Yeah.
So you can watch it whenever you want.
Second thing I found,
Royal Rumble DVDs, $350. It's Royal Rumble time. Again, that seems very high for me, but who knows? Maybe they're rare or collectible. Have no idea. Then I started thinking about the Royal Rumble, and I thought, well, what else have we got Royal Rumble-wise? So this is an original 1999 Steve Austin Royal Rumble No Chance in Hell shirt. Now,
that's cool.
It's really cool, but I don't understand why somebody would pay $225 for a used T-shirt. I just don't get it.
Mate, nostalgia, mate. Nostalgia makes people
do silly T-shirt. And look, let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Like, I know we're all wrestling fans. If you were a wrestling fan in 1999, when you hold those feelings of nostalgia, you are not going to fit that T-shirt in 2022. Like, there's no chance. Wrestling fans, not going to happen.
They may have lost weight. Who knows?
Yeah. I saw this Royal Rumble DVD. This hit me with the nostalgia feels. Sorry, video VHS. The Rumble with the Hulk Hogan Macho Man, $3 weekly hire on it. It's $20. Yeah. That's a bargain. Yeah. Make sure you rewind it before you return it, though.
Let's hear another word from our major sponsors, mate.
Coming towards the ring.
Mattel, Jax, Hasbro, LJN, Remco, Super 7. Are you looking for a store that stacks all the latest and greatest wrestling figures? Then look no further because Go Figure Collectibles has everything you're looking for. Jeff and the team at Go Figure Collectibles are always filling the shelves with the latest releases and buying up old cherished collections to fulfill any vintage collection needs. Visit them online at gofigurecollectibles.com.au, or if you're in the Melbourne area, go check out their store at 104 Bakers Road, Coburg, North Victoria. And introduce yourself to Jeff and the team. Plus, Wrestling with Figure podcast listeners can use the code FDU5 to save 5% off your next purchase store-wide. That's Go Figure Collectibles.
It's question time. It's question time. It's time to ask the boys a question. What's on your mind? Let us know and we will tell you the answer.
Got a bit of some defamatory commentary in the comments on our live stream, mates. Brad Perryman saying, Chris will never be a legend. Well, it's a bit rich coming from Brad Perryman, isn't it?
Well, I don't know what you two have got going on, but I think we do definitely need to get you guys in the old ringy ring and get cracking, hey?
Well, once the borders are open, mate, I'll be there.
Yeah, yes. You know what I'm trying to do? And I think I've just found it, 2nd of November, because there's a question that I just looked at that wants us to carry on from our Black Card Series Hasbro. So I'm just bringing up that document. There we go. Got it here. All right. So let's kick it off. And thanks again to Jeff and Go Figure Collectibles for tonight's giveaway, which is an Elite 88 Trish Stratus. All right, let's go, mate. The first question is from Riley Emerson. if you had both had a chance to carry on your Black Series 2 Hasbro, who would you include? Now, to
I can't
remind
remember
you,
who was
Chris,
in my Black Series 1.
for me, Chris, I had Earthquake and Natural Disasters attire. I had Anvil and Heart Foundation attire. I had Power and Glory. I had Beverly Brothers, Mr. Fuji, and Bobby the Brain. So I remember you kicked it off. You had Jeff Jarrett. You had Diesel.
I would go and I think that there's actually a market for this right now, is doing a full managers line. So if you haven't had a good Slick, Bobby Heenan, Mr. Fuji as elites, or even going back to Hasbro's, there's so many good managers. Brother Love, getting some good managers from the 80s and 90s and actually having a proper figure made for them. They did Sherry Martell last year or the year before. We've had a few Bobby Heenans that have been really good quality figures. Didn't love the Weasel figure, but it was good for what it was. So, I'd be looking at the managers.
Well, I'm going to go back even further and just say, if you can think of wrestlers between say 1986 to 1994, I'm going to go Bad News Brown. 100% Bad News Brown deserved a figure. I'm going to go the Red Rooster. He deserved a figure. If Skinner can get a figure, so can Red Rooster. Who else was there? There was Hercules, as in Hercules with the big chain, not Power and Glory Hercules. So that's 3. Who else have we got? Would love to another earthquake with the Canadian flag. Yeah. Has that Mattel been released yet?
It's been released in the US, but it's funny you bring that up, because I really want that set of 4. I don't think they're going to be released here, but I'm kind of hanging out to see if they get put on ringside so that I can order them as a set. I don't want to pay aftermarket prices through the US. Like, they're already stupid at the moment. It's only a very drip release at the moment. Yeah,
and I would go to Vince McMahon's. I'd want a Vince McMahon. Actually, no. Let me take that back. I'd want a Vince McMahon in, let's say, commentary gear, 1992, 1991, and I'd love a Gorilla Monsoon to go with the Bobby the Brain Heenan that I've already created.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, next up we've got Luke Young. I think we've already answered this one, but I'll ask again. What's your favourite Royal Rumble moment? So mine was Ric Flair winning.
Sorry, Luke.
Hey?
I'm sorry, Luke. We already talked about it, but good question.
Great question. But mine, if you weren't listening, Luke, mine was Ric Flair winning the Royal Rumble 1992, and yours was?
I'm going to change now, so I've had to think about it while we've been doing the show. Axe and Smash being 1 and 2. It was at 1989 and 1990, and I just love the play on the gimmicks of those years. Like, even the $1 Million Man getting number 30 because he bought the Rumble, and then the next year getting number 1, and he's
in the back.
Also, the Undertaker's first Rumble was pretty cool too, where he just came and cleaned house. So very cool. There's also people always think back to those early Rumbles of the 90s and mid 90s. But if you go to the Rumbles in the early 2000s, there's some really good events there, because the talent was so deep that 2003 to 2006, there's some incredible events, the Royal Rumble events. So everybody who's watching, that's your homework before next week, is go and watch one of those Rumbles. Maybe try and do it before Sunday morning.
There you go. Excuse me. All right, another one from Luke. If you were to dedicate one section of your display to one wrestler, who would you choose, and what 3 figures would be at the front? Look, for me, it's going to be. I'd find it really hard to split Bret Hart and Ultimate Warrior. I'd really find it hard. But if I had to choose, I had a gun against my head, probably the Ultimate Warrior.
I would choose. What 3 figures?
What 3 figures? I would have. I'm going to class as one all 3 Hasbros.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. I'm going to have his final Mattel figure in the suit before he died. And then the third one would have to be Probably, if I had it, probably the Jack's Classic Superstars 1 of 100.
Very nice. Well, I would choose Macho Man if I had to do a display of one figure, and I'd have his Series 1 Hasbro. Yeah, Series 1 Hasbro mint on card in the centre, must graded 90 that I don't have. Then I would have all of his elites all around him, but probably the two that I'd focus on most is the Royal Rumble Elite from last year, the one that you love where he whacks Warrior with the scepter.
Great figure.
And the other one, maybe the cream of the crop, Legends Macho that just came out last year.
Yeah, that's some good answers. The next question is from Gianni Italiano. Worst Royal Rumble winner and why?
Worst Rumble winner?
Worst Royal Rumble winner.
For me, and like as I talked about earlier, the worst one is Big John Studd. That is the worst Rumble winner because they didn't do anything with him afterwards. So he wins, and then it's just like a non-event. But for me, I reckon that when Hogan won back-to-back, that was a chance for the WWF to actually flip the script and shock the world and have Hogan not win. But he was just too big; they couldn't get that past. But I think that was the biggest disappointment as a kid because you just wanted something different to happen, and it felt exactly the same as the year before.
Yeah, mate. For me, hands down, no, without a shadow of a doubt, Royal Rumble 1993, Yokozuna. Shithouse.
How are you going to get him out though? Really?
Yeah, but just.
He weighs 700 kilos. How are you going to throw him out of the ring?
Yep. Here we go. Our good mate Jackson. Jackson says, "What's a figure you wish was released with an attire you would have liked that most people don't pay attention to?" Oh.
Hey, I'll go first because I actually prepared for this question. I've got an image for you.
Yeah.
How about that one? Owen Hart with the WWF cape in the with the crown from the winning the King of the Ring. I just think how good would that be next to the Bret Hart King of the Ring figure?
Yeah. Well, speaking of Bret Hart, what about a Bret Hart with a pink jacket, black attire with the pink leather jacket? That was never released.
I reckon there'd be one out there somewhere.
Well, someone shared a prototype version. So I got the Bret Hart prototype figure of Classic Superstars, and then someone commented that they've got the jacket that goes with it or something like that. I can't.
Did you see in the group that somebody shared a picture of their Bret Hart wearing their daughter's doll's jacket? Did you see that?
No.
Somebody had a picture of Bret Hart, and their daughter has a set of dolls, and this is where the lines really blur between being a collector and being a weirdo. And the dolls Bret Hart's wearing the doll's jacket, but it looks sensational. And you look at it and you're like, oh, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I have to go and buy one of those kids' dolls to get that jacket.
You're going to have to share that, mate. You're going to have to share that photo. All right, next up, we've got Marcus Mcgoury. Name a wrestler that hasn't made it on an elite. Okay, so let me say that again. Name a wrestler that hasn't made it on an elite. His is Dino Bravo.
Owen Hart.
Yeah, gosh.
Just did it. Oh,
yeah, I think for me it would be.
Is there a Mr. Fuji elite?
No.
See, that'd be good too.
There you go. So, yeah, it would. It would.
With the cane, the hat, maybe with the demolition paint.
Yep. Well, I'm going to say, for me, I'm going to keep saying Beverly Brothers or Power and Glory. I don't understand why they're not being made.
Those Beverly Brothers, don't you?
Oh, mate.
I just really like the Beverly Brothers.
They were on every pay-per-view we watch. I don't understand why they're not being made. And if anyone does know why they're not being made, please tell me so I can put myself out of my rosy.
If you're going to make the Beverly Brothers, can you make me a fabulous Rougeos as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Did you know one of the Rougeau brothers was the Mountie?
Yeah.
I never knew that until I watched
Dark Side of the Ring.
Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah. And he was huge as a Canadian wrestler, Jacques Rougeau.
Yeah. All right, next up, we've got Ro Alexander. What is the best-looking Hasbro? What is the worst-looking Hasbro? Easy. Series 2, Hulk Hogan is the best. by far the worst Hasbro is Brutus the Beefcake Series 1.
I'm going to go